Hi, it's me, Tutor Binod. In this video, we are going to talk about the exponential equation. The equation which has base raised to the certain power, and the power is in terms of variable. Those kind of equation is called exponential equation. For example, if I have the equation 3 to the power x equals to 27, this is of the form of exponential equation. Similarly, if I have x to the power c equals to x to the power d, this is also an example of exponential equation. Similarly, 2 to the power y equals to 1. So this kind of equation in which the base is raised to certain power in terms of variable, those kind of equation is called exponential equation. In this series, we are going to learn about how to solve exponential equation. First of all, if you have this kind of problem where a to the power x is equal to 0, this kind of problem you should always remind yourself that anything raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. You can also write a to the power x as 0 as a to the power 0, which means x equals to 0. Using or implementing the same idea as that of indices, we are going to solve the exponential equation. Now let us see an example regarding it. In the question, it says that 7 to the power x plus 2 multiplied by 7 to the power x plus 3 equals to 1. Let us solve it. Because it has the same base, I can add the two powers as 7 power raised to x plus 2 plus x plus 3 equals to 1. Or this will be 7 2x plus 5, because x plus x is 2x, whereas 2 plus 3 is 5, equals to, as I told just earlier, that anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Anything, any variable or any number which is raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So I can write this in terms of 7 to the power 0, because I want to have the same base on both sides so that I can equate the power. Because if I have a to the power c equals to a to the power d, this means that c is equals to d. So to have the same base, in terms of 1, I put 7 to the power 0, which is equal to 1. So next step would be, because I have the same base, I can equate the power 2. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Or if we're gonna subtract 5 from both sides, you would be getting 2x equals to negative 5. Now if I divide both sides by 2, I would get x equals to negative 5 over 2. So this is how you solve the exponential equation. Now let us see another example. So in this example, we have a to the power 2x minus 1 equals to 2x to the 2x plus 1 in the power. So in the exponential equation, if you are given the equation where you can have the same base, you should try your best to get the same base, because 8 is certain power of 2. We know that 2 power 3 is 8. Or if you multiply 2 3 times, 2 times 2 times 12, you would get 8. So 8 is nothing but 2 to the power 3. So let me write 8 in terms of 2, base 2, because if I have the same base on both sides, I can equate the power. So that's the primary goal. 2x minus 1. On the right hand side, you already have 2 to the power x plus 1. Now let me remind you, if a is raised to the power b and you have the power c again, then you can multiply the power. That's why on the left hand side you would have 2. 3 times 2 is 6x minus 3 times 1 is 3 equals to 2 to the power x plus 1. Since we have the same base on both sides, we can equate the power. So 6x minus 3 must be equal to x plus 1. Or if you're gonna subtract x from both sides, you would have 5x on this side, whereas on the right hand side you would have positive 1. Now let me subtract, or in fact let me add 3 to both sides, so I would have 5x equals to 4, because plus 3 plus 1 would be 4. So my x will be 4 over 5. So this is how you get the answer. Now let us see another problem. In this problem we have the root over thing. We approach by the same idea. Let us have the same base, because this is 3 over here and this is a 9 over here. I can write 9 in terms of 3, which is 3 to the power 2. So instead of 9 I would write 3 to the power 2. So on the left hand side I would have 3 to the power 2 root over square root of this one raised to the power a minus 3 equals to, the right hand side is nothing but, I can write it as a plus 2 times 1 over 2, because square root of 3, square root of any number is equivalent to a to the power 1 over 2. So the square root can also be written as this way. Similarly, the left hand side would give me 3 to the power 2. If I want to get rid of this square root, I would have to multiply the power with 1 over 2. So the right side, but I must write this term over here which is in the power. I cannot leave that, so it's a minus 3. Similarly, the right side would be a plus 2 over 2. Now this is gone, so my left hand side would be 3 to the power a minus 3, and my right side is 3 to the power a plus 2 over 2. Now since I have the same base, I can equate the power, or I can write a minus 3 equals to a plus 2 over 2. Now if I multiply both sides by 2, I would get 2a minus 6 equals to a plus 2, or it will be, if I subtract a from both sides, I would get a over here, whereas if I add 6 to both sides, I would get 2 plus 6 on the right hand side. So that means a equals to 8. Now let us deal with another problem. In this case I have 4 to the power 1 over x, whereas 1 over 16 to the power x is over here. Let me see, or let us try to do it together. On the left hand side I can write 4 to the power 1 plus x as it is, whereas my right side would be, I can write it as 16 to the power negative x, because 1 over a is equal to a to the power negative 1. If I have 1 over a to the power x, I can write it as a to the power negative x. So I write 16 to the power negative x over here. I hope it makes sense to you. Now let us proceed further. On the left hand side I gonna leave as it is, whereas the right side would be give me 4 to the power 2 is 16, because I want to have the same base raised to the power negative x. Now it becomes relatively easier. My left hand side is 4 to the power 1 plus x as it is, whereas the right hand side is going to be 4 to the power negative 2x. Now the base is same, so that I can write 1 plus x equals to negative 2x. If I gonna add 2x to both sides, I would be getting 3x plus 1 equals to 0. Therefore my x will be negative 1 over 3. I hope this video helps you understand the exponential equation and solve basic problems regarding it. Also, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, I request you to do so. You can subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you won't miss any future videos. Thank you. Stay safe and healthy.